What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are, as you can see, looking a little ratch. So today we're going to get glam. The glam I kind of want to do is my go-to glam. I've been really wanting to do this video, my everyday, what I do when I'm not doing a crazy look. So gonna do that, and I'm also gonna be doing my hair. I was thinking about curling it. I always straighten it, but I was thinking we'll try curling it. I'm not the best at curling, definitely not a tutorial, but just wanted to bring you guys along. So we'll be getting glam and then doing our hair later. So guess we can just get right on to it. The first thing I'm gonna do is prime, but I usually use, let me show. What I usually do is the Pro Filter Matte primer, but my skin has been extremely dry, so I'm not going to use this today. The only thing I'm going to do is, oops, sorry for the camera shaking. The only thing I'm going to do is just spray some setting spray before I put my foundation on, because my foundation is matte. Let that dry. All right, so like I said, I'm going to be using the Fenty Pro Filter foundation. This is the shade 190. I'm going to go ahead and take my Morphe sponge, and I'm just going to pump some on the back of my hand and just start applying it. Okay, so now that we have our base on, I'm going to do some cream contouring. I don't do this very often. I haven't tried too many products, but what has been working for me has been the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contour Stick. Super cheap. I was surprised it worked, being honest, but I love this thing. It's in the shade Where's Walnut 806. So what I'm going to do, let me get my mirror just so I don't go overboard. Just put a little bit right there, a little bit right there. I'm gonna go on the forehead, just on the sides, because when this blends out, I will take it down here and it'll kind of even out. I put a little bit on the bottom of my chin, and I'm gonna put the tiniest bit, sorry, on the sides of my nose like that. And then we'll go in with the brush. So this is the Revlon Conceal and Define in shade C6. My all-time favorite. Like I said, my skin is dry, especially my under eyes. Even though I do use eye cream, my skin has just gotten very dry, so this is the only thing that works. It's very hydrating in the best way, but still has that coverage that I love. So I put that under my eyes, bridge in my nose, in between my brows, just because I feel like there, for me personally, gets very dark. So to lighten that area, then I'm gonna put a little on the center of my chin. And then what I like to do is put it also on the sides of my nose. I get creasing there, and also that's where it kind of separates for me. So putting concealer always helps that for me. Putting a little bit, and then, you know, I always get that redness there too. So I'm gonna take my sponge and blend that out. So now that we have all of that blended out, even though I have very dry skin, I still like to go in and bake in certain areas where I get very bad creasing. I get super bad creasing, so this is why I bake. So I just kind of like use products very wisely to work with my skin. Again, it won't work for everybody. If you have drier skin, baking isn't always the best, but I still do it because my skin is super creasy. So this is the, I should have showed you the cap. Sorry, I already put it in there. This is the Maybelline Fit Me powder. They don't have translucent powder, but I use shade 10. And this is light enough to go pretty much all over my face, but mostly under my eyes and not make it look too dark. And then I'm going to kind of pinch the sponge, and I'm just gonna grab some on there. What I like to do is go on the back of my hand, kind of tap off any clumps so you don't get any of the chunky. And I look up and I just press. Repeat for the other side. I kind of like to press it in there. So I don't even know if I would consider it baking because I don't wipe it away. I just kind of like press it into the skin. All right, so I know this is a lot of steps for the skin, but this is what really works for me and makes my makeup last. I go in with the Morphe M439. It's a very dense brush. I used to use this for foundation until I really like the sponge. So I now go in with the Fit Me Matte and Poreless Press Powder. This is shade 220. I kind of pack it on the brush, and then I set, I'll show you where I set. So I just set this area right here, just so that contour doesn't move while we apply the powder on top. Personal preference, again, most people will just go in with their bronzer. So I'm just gonna set this area, and then I also set the forehead. And then that's kind of the only places I go with this powder. So now I'm going to go in with bronzing before I go off camera and do my brows real fast. Bronzing is my favorite part. I feel like it just frames the face, gives you a really nice glow, and kind of brings that dimension back to the flatness of the face. So I like to go in with the Hoola bronzer, and then I go in with the Morphe R7, the best brush for bronzing. Just taking a little bit, tapping off excess, going in that hollow. You don't need much because we went in with that contour stick, so just a tiny bit right there. And then what I like to do, get some more, and then I bring it up this way. So I love the look of having your contour kind of like, it's that 3 look, but I personally don't put contour here. In person, you can always just see the line. So I like to go on the sides, up on the temple. For my nose, again, I don't contour my nose, but sometimes I'll literally just pinch the brush like this, get some product, and just kind of dust it on the sides. But since today I did do the contour stick on the nose, I will go in with a tinier brush. This is a Sonia Kashuk brush. I don't know if it has like a name or a number, but it's just a flat blending brush. I'm literally tiniest bit on the side, just kind of moving it there. Okay, so I went ahead and did my eyebrows off camera. Let me zoom you guys in. So I didn't record this part, but like I said, I tried something different, and I literally like laid my brows up with some brow gel. And then I literally, this was the fastest I've ever done my eyebrows. So I'm gonna keep doing my eyebrows like this and see how I like it. But I literally only had to put pencil on the bottom and just blend it a little bit, and then brow gel. That's all I did. And then I carved it, and then I also primed my lid with my concealer and set it with the powder we baked with, just to prep my brows off camera. Just to prep my lids off camera. So now I'm going to take a big break from the face, and I'm going to move on to our eyes. Eyes are super simple. All right, I zoomed you guys in just the tiniest bit, but I'm going to take a M573. For this look, I really like to use a more tapered brush. So I take like, they're usually the more fluffier brushes, but they're kind of tapered in at the top just to focus the color on the outside. So for this look, the color is going to be focused on the outer corner, and then kind of slightly blending it up into the crease, but never going too far in, just because that's kind of the look I like to go for this one. So the first color I'm going to use is going to be this orange right here, and I'm going to focus that on the outer corner. Tiniest bit, tap off that excess, and then literally get that crease and just right there, kind of wiggle, focusing it there. Just keep building that color up and blending, kind of like that. And then I'm going to start to blend back and forth, moving up just the slightest, moving up towards the inner corner just slightly. Alright, so now that I have that orangish color in that crease, kind of like a burnt orange, I use that as our transition color. So once I built that up, I take it's literally the same brush, the M73, but a clean one just for the different colors. I'm gonna go in, let me put my mirror down. I'm gonna go in with this one right here, the one at the end, just to start building up that brown in that crease. And I'm going to literally like press it in to the crease right here, stamping it in and then slightly blending it. With this look, I don't like to blend up too much. So definitely just keeping it outer corner very low. All right, now that we have that color to deepen the crease, we're going to go in and deepen the crease even more. So I'm going to take a very small blending brush. It's the M506, very small. This is kind of where I like to focus this deep brown. So in the palette, it doesn't look that much different. So I'm gonna go in with this one. It doesn't look that much different than this one. In person, you might be able to tell on camera that that one's much darker, but this color is one of my favorite browns ever. This is why I love this palette so much, is because of those browns. I'm going to take that brown and deepen that crease, and it'll make a huge difference in defining that outer corner. So I'm going to take that small brush and I'm going to focus that just on the outside. Kind of packing it there, and then we're going to blend. Blend into the crease, creating that definition again. Going in with the second palette, that white that I showed you, I'm gonna go in with any kind of packing brush. think I'm gonna use this guy. This is a Mikasa E230, just a flat brush for me to pack that white. I'm not gonna use any concealer. It's not like a cut crease. This is just going to make that center pop a little bit more. So packing that white, just putting that on the lid. Done. And for the bottom lash line, it's literally just using the same colors. I start with that orange, medium brown, focus, and then kind of, it's the same technique just on the bottom, focusing that really dark brown just on the outer. So definitely not bringing many of these colors inward. Alright, the next step for the eyes, I like to go in with the Tattoo Liner by Kat Von D. It's the easiest one to use. I love it. So I'm just going to draw the thinnest line on my lid, my lash line, just to hide the band of the, it helps personally blend my lashes to the falsies, I guess. So I'm just gonna do a very small line. I'm gonna finish the other eye off camera. Also, what I'm all gonna do off camera is apply mascara. This is the Colossal Big Shot by Maybelline. I personally like to use drugstore mascaras, especially because if you're gonna put lashes on top, there's no point in spending $20 on a mascara and then covering it up. So I love this one, so I'll use that. So both of these off camera, and then we'll go ahead and do lashes. I'll also put this on my bottom lashes. Alright, so I have that liner and mascara on, but I did forget to tell you, before putting my bottom mascara on, I did go in with a nude liner to put in the waterline. This is the Maybelline Scandal Eyes waterproof in nude. And now I'm going to put my lashes on off camera. These are the Lily Lashes Miami, right? Yeah, Lily Lashes Miami. So now I'm going to go in with blush. I love using the Morphe. This is from the Gunmetal collection. The contour blush, because I think these are considered contour brushes. So I'm going to go in with MAC Peaches, my go-to blush. I literally don't use any other brush. Blush, not brush. I'm just going to tap that on the cheeks. I never used to be a big blush person until I started using Peaches. But now I feel like blush just ties the whole look together. So I use two highlighters. Yes, two highlighters. I use the Net 69 Beauty Creations highlighter. This highlighter is bomb. And then I go in with the Revolution Rose Gold Glow. I just use this color right here. So what I do, I take that brush, I dip in a little bit with the Net 69 one, just putting it right on that cheekbone, right on top right there. And then on top of that, I get that rose gold and I put that right on top. And then I go in with the small one, the same technique. I use the Net 69 one first, and then I go in with the rose gold on top. So the nose, it's so important. It's a pet peeve of mine to use a huge brush on your nose because you're just literally you contour your nose to look smaller, but then you go in with a highlighter and that makes it look bigger. So this is what I do, I'll put the mirror here, is I just highlight right here at the top, and then I go in right at the tip, right there. For the lips, my favorite combo, my go-to combo always for a nude lip is the MAC. Look how small this is. I need to get a new one. I use this lip liner almost with every lip color. It just goes so good. It's not too dark for my skin tone, and it's not too light or even not too pink. I found a hard time finding too pink or too brown. But this is the I believe it's stripped down. Yes, stripped down. I'm at the very bottom of it. I do overline the tiniest bit, but literally not much at all. I used to go in really quickly with just my lip liner and my lip gloss, but can you see how much bigger my lip looks when you focus on filling that line? So definitely lip lining is key. But I recently fell in love with the KKW cream lipsticks. They are buttery, they are smooth, they are hydrating. I love them. This is in the color 1.5 nude, and what I do is I go in trying to focus it more on the center, especially on the top, and just kind of blending the two. Alright, so now that the makeup is done, I'm gonna move on to the hair. And like I said before, I'm not a hair person. I literally never do my hair. You'll see me with a slick low bun all the time. So definitely not a tutorial, but just wanted to do it on camera for this glam session. But my hair's hella long. I'm going to take a brush and just brush it out. I'm gonna be curling it because curling it I haven't curled my hair in hella long. I think the last time I curled it was Thanksgiving, like 2 years ago. I never do my hair, it's so bad. And when I do, I straighten it because it's just the easiest. I'm not gonna part it because I literally am gonna put it up anyways. But for the curler, this Proliss curler, I got it off Amazon, and it comes with a bunch of detachable things. I think it was like 30 bucks, but I got it years ago. This is what I've been using. This is the largest barrel. I figured because my hair's so long, and I don't like tight curls. I like loose curls, so I want to see if I can do that. So what I'm gonna do is just split my hair. Alright, so I just went ahead and changed and finished off my hair and all that stuff. But I hope you guys like this look. This is my go-to look whenever I need to get glam, if I want to do like a really neutral look. Definitely not anything too spectacular, but this is what I do. Definitely gotta curl my hair more often. I really like it. It actually turned out really good, but I just need to find products to help my hair not fall because my hair is just really thick and heavy. That's just what makes it fall. But this is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Make sure you guys like this video. Don't forget to just subscribe. I'll link all of my social medias down below. And yeah, I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye!